Blessed day, beloved. Blessed day to everyone. You are talking this afternoon to your spiritual master, Mulopwe Katapena. Today, I'm not going to take too much of your time. Today, I'm going to tell you about the 5 reasons why you are failing spiritually. So, I'm going to just take a few minutes of your time. Our first reason of why you are failing spiritually is your wrong identity. Yes, you are asking how your wrong identity. I'm going to tell you your wrong identity. For example, some they call me Roger. Roger is not relating to my history, to my culture in a good way, because as an African descendant, when the type of Roger come to our land, when the time of our ancestor, they didn't come as friends. They come as oppressors. So definitely, when I'm calling my sister and identifying myself as Roger is a wrong identity. That is clear. We don't have to discuss about that. All the name of foreigners that we are carrying upon ourselves, which is not relating to our culture or our Kemetic history, need to be separated from you when you are calling for connection with your ancestor. That's why some are receiving messages, are sending me messages and say, Master, why I'm not communicating? Why my ancestor not responding to me? If that is the truth. You won't communicate with them. You won't be able to be successful with them when every time you go and approach them, you are coming with an approach of an oppressor name. There's a meaning to a name, regardless of people mocking your name. But I'm going to tell you today, your name is your identity. Is what links you to a particular history, and that's going to serve to the connection as you are progressing. You have been using the wrong names, which are in conflict with your history, and therefore in conflict with your ancestors. How sure are you that Roger never beat your ancestor? How sure are you know that one of your ancestors did die because of the same name that you are carrying? And then you come to call them with the oppressor by your side. That is a problem. So we are using wrong identity. I'm going to advise that we go back to our authenticity. We go back to our root. You understand? From your introduction, you're in conflict. Your name must reflect the identity of your culture, your tradition, to establish a binding connection with you, the Eden. Don't come with Western or Eastern names when you're not from that side. If you are an Eastern guy, don't bring the Western name. When you're an Western guy, do not bring the African name. Identify with your clan, your tribe, your family surname in front of your ancestor, because your ancestors, they are in your DNA. They belong to you. You are belong to them. You are one together. We are progressing. We are going to our second point now. Our second point is your ritual. You understand? Your ritual you have made. Spiritual initiation, ritual as religious one. I get many messages, people say, oh, yes, I've been initiated to went to the river. Yes, I've been initiated to went to the mountain. Well, yes, I've been initiated, went to the river. I've been dreaming about this now, went to the river for initiation. Who told you that the spirit that wants you to serve their purpose here, want you to get initiated at the river? What not in the forest, not with fire? Which spirit are you carrying? Have you identified? The lack of identifying the type of spirit that you are carrying, because we don't follow spiritual readings. People have made initiation as a profession. There are people who have seen themselves as master in initiation, that they don't do many other work. Their job is to teach and others, start repeating the same program which they were taught, and which is not necessarily what the current client or initiated or aspirant initiated need. So you need to be careful. You might be initiated, but in the wrong way. That's why your gifts are not working today. Maybe your power comes from fire, from her, from the earth. You are supposed to be initiated in the forest, in the mountain. But your initiation went to the river at the wrong place, because your spirit does not work with the river spirit. So that can be the second reason of your failure today in your ministry. Maybe you're wondering, you need to revise that. You need to find people who are not religious but are spirituals. People believe and have a total to see what the spirit want, what is the purpose of the mission. You need to identify them. You don't need to be reflecting only on your dreams so people interpret your dreams. You need to seek proper spiritual guidance on which step of initiation you need to do. All the initiation are not equal. It's not uniform. It's not a one size fits all. So if you didn't know it today, I'm telling you it's the time to change, because you are crying. It's the beginning of the year. We're still at the first month. I'm informing you that time to change have arrived for you, and time to embrace the change and understand the mystery around spirituality. Spirituality and religion are completely two different things. If you go to my old videos, you're gonna see how I've taught the difference between the two. Those in my WhatsApp group also, they also benefit from such information. And I'm gonna go much deeper in a future teaching. So we go to our third point. Our third point, the cause, one of the reasons for your failure in a spiritual way. The loss of faith. How are you gonna ask the loss of faith? Faith comes from what we hear. In our history, everything was done to mount to ears. It is the oral communication. But today, what happened? Society has suppressed our own history. We don't know spirituality. People are getting married, they don't know what to do. People are facing challenges which they cannot solve. People are facing situations which are very easy to address, but they end up in crook money because they don't know. And you're going to find adult, well-educated, executive, high-class people who told you I don't know what to do. Why? Because the information was taken away. Our ancestors were not writing books. They didn't have that privilege, but they had the ability and the capacity to communicate with us clearly and perfectly in a oral communication, and were able to comprehend and understand what they were telling us, and also to transmit the same knowledge. What happened? We sacrificed everything to religion. They come and take it, they give us book. They take our own history, or our own story, they manipulate it. They write it in a way that suits them to come and submit us. I'm going to come to that teaching in the future. I'm going to show how we become alienated through the religion powers and the religion brainwashing. But today we are talking about the reason that make you fail. So that reason, the loss of faith. You don't believe in your ancestors. You don't believe in your culture. You don't believe in your tradition or in the name of modernity, which is wrong. That's what you get. That will get it wrong. Whatever education that you have must affect your origin. It doesn't matter the race that you are. Yes, I may be mentioning about Kemet because I'm a believer of the South Kemetis and I'm an African. So it goes like that. But this spirituality, the spiritualism is not depending on race. You can be Asian, you can be European, American. As long as you're not authentic, your ancestors remain ancestors in a spiritual realm. We don't have the race. We got practice. So welcome today. That is our third point. The loss of faith. You need to rebuild faith in nature. You need to rebuild faith in our understanding, our knowledge, in our culture, in our tradition, in our ancestral origins. You need to restore faith. Excuse me. You need to restore faith in the motherland. You need to restore faith in who you are. You don't even have faith in yourself. That's why you are getting destroyed. I'm telling you the truth, you know that. And our fourth point is adopting unknown ancestors and giving them more power and right over our own ancestors, and willingly offering everything our ancestors fought for to protect. We have adopted, in general, people have adopted new ancestors based on their religion. And they start giving those ones more power. They start naming their ancestors all the names. Demons, evil, bad spirits, ghost, whatever, zombies. You name them all the name. You are adopting other people's ancestors because you were brainwashed and told that yours, they are bad. Let us be realistic. Even this current life that you are living, do you think I'm gonna love your child more than my own? Do you think I'm gonna sacrifice for your child more than my own? That's why you are failing. Instead of calling your ancestors, you start calling Asian ancestors, European ancestors. You start calling foreign ancestors that they don't even know the African land. That they have nothing to do with you. and you give them all the power over your ancestors. You even renounce your own identity. You identify yourself as the son of Abraham, the son of Isaac, the son of whatever, Buddha, whatever. You identify with the wrong people when your problem needs to be solved by your own ancestors. Our ancestors are our way to the wisdom, but we take it away. Our ancestors, they didn't teach us how to kneel down and pray to them. Our ancestors, they taught us that we were small God. We're emanating for the man creator. We have the power to call to existence what does not exist. Religion has come to alienate us, to make us slaves, to make us beggar, to make us to sacrifice. And we start telling the people, and we start telling the foreign ancestors that we give you everything we have. And check the result. What do we have? Everything's been taken by their grandchildren because we willingly give it to them. That is now is the time to reclaim it back. It's the time for us to bring it back. The same way we give it, the same way we are taking it back, and to restore our identity, to restore ourselves in order for us to be able to save our society. Our society, our leaders, they are lost because we didn't teach them when they were growing, when they were getting education about our culture, about spirituality, about our tradition, about our own identity. We are identifying our leaders in society with foreign. We are identifying our leader by foreign baptisms. Our leaders surrendered to foreign God, to foreign ancestors, because there were no proper information, there were no proper support for our leaders, for our brothers and sisters to get information. Now you are chosen as a leader, but you are failing. Why you are failing? Our last point is disrespecting our ancestors by calling them evil demons and bad. Wait, you as a leader, you disrespect our ancestors. When you need to deal with a family matter, you start calling the agent ancestor to come and participate. Imagine I'm giving you a scenario to go down, to close. You are a family leader, and other leaders, they come and sit with you. Then your child, the one that called you, want to approach you, when he told you that it's a family matter that I want your guidance and assistance, bring you now somebody that you don't know, or somebody which you have fought with long before, somebody that you're not in good relationship with, to come and participate. You do not need to confuse religion and spirituality. There are a lot of questions, and to answer in between. Keep on watching the video. Like, share, subscribe to our channel. Is your humble servant, Mulopwe Katapena, your spiritual master. Those who want to contact me for more teaching and private work, you can contact me on +27 81 729 8855. +27 81 729 8855. On WhatsApp or direct call, or you can still email me at ancientspiritualism@gmail.com. See you on the next chapter. Please don't forget to share, to like, and subscribe. Thank you for your support.